start all the way back in May 16, 2016 with Liv Morgan doing some flips, showing off how agile she is outside the ring as well. We move to that stunning selfie from Morgan on February 7, 2017. An amazing photo session for Liv Morgan on the beach on October 3 in 2017. Liv Morgan shows off her perfect ab muscles in December 2017. In 2018, Liv Morgan would post that saying that she's 24 and she still doesn't know how to be sexy. Did anyone think back in the day that Liv Morgan would have this huge success in the future? And here the Riot Squad leaving Wrestlemania as winners back in April 8, 2018. And that's an absolute stunner of a snap for Liv Morgan back in April 28, 2019. What do you think about pink hair Liv Morgan in that selfie on July 15 in 2019? Another selfie for Liv Morgan with her nice pink hair of the same year. Liv Morgan rope climbing at her place back in August 10, 2020. That was the first time she tries to rope climb since she left New Jersey. On May 28, 2020, Liv Morgan took one of the most beautiful selfies, barefoot. Liv Morgan asked her fans after posting that selfie in 2020, "Are you watching?" And that's a mind-blowing selfie from her private gym pre her workout session. Despite having a major knee bruise on August 24, 2020, she still looks perfect. Her knee looks a lot better as she took that selfie on September 14 in 2020. We go back again to Liv Morgan, who's trying to rope climb at her private training facility. And honestly, Morgan is doing a great job. Impressive. Liv Morgan in the farm on February 2, 2021. She has infinite love for all the animals. And from the farm, we move indoors as Liv Morgan took a couple of terrific selfies wearing that fantastic outfit, doing herself a nice beauty check back in 2021. And here we are at the Hall of Fame ceremony of 2021 as she's joined by her friend Ruby Soho. And then she takes a special red carpet solo snap. She looks exquisite. Liv Morgan is back at her room again as she tries on that dress. We need Liv Morgan to do these beauty checks once again. These snaps were taken on April in 2021. Now it's time to go to that private training ring facility as we check out Liv Morgan's in-ring training exactly on May 3, 2021. And on May 14, 2021, Morgan checks in with a different and bright outfit. We head back again to the same training ring facility as Liv Morgan shows off some of these amazing moves, proving that she was talented since her early days. Liv Morgan got her outfit on as she gets ready for SmackDown in 2021. At SummerSlam on August 21, Liv Morgan took that amazing selfie backstage next to Sonya Deville. Another day at the private training facility as the charming Liv Morgan shows off her tough side, specifically on August 25 in 2021. We go to September 24 in 2021 as Liv Morgan wore that beautiful outfit and took a couple of selfies to share them with her fans everywhere around the world. She looks awesome. And on the Halloween season of 2021, Liv Morgan graced us with some amazing stunning looks as she shows us how she loves that time of the year. So after watching all these snaps, which one of those you think stands out as the best Halloween snap of 2021? And here Morgan gotta watch out for the dog as we start year 2022. Not sure if you saw that snap before with Dakota Kai and Ricochet joining Liv Morgan on March in 2022. Can you believe that snap on April 2, 2022? Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan were best of friends, and that's how Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley dressed up for their special Wrestlemania in 2022. That's gotta be one of the coolest looks you will ever see. And these were a couple of perfect snaps for Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley before making it to the ring later. How time can change everything, from best friends to better enemies. We had a couple of weddings back in April 2022, starting by Carmella wedding, and the next wedding would be Alexa Bliss's wedding, which was on the same month of 2022, and Morgan looked stunning in that outfit. And of course she was joined by her bestie Lana in that great snapshot. And finally they are joined by Alexa Bliss herself. It was an amazing day and they all looked so beautiful. And on May 2, 2022, Liv Morgan posted that saying that she has a good black eye. We are still in May of 2022 as Liv Morgan had a very nice vacation and well-deserved time off as she enjoyed the amazing nature and green area while paddling in the water. And that's a nice snap for herself while paddling. Before she rests, covering her face with her hat, showing us everything around her, and then laughing. Morgan was so excited in that vacation. And that has to be one of Liv Morgan's most amazing and stunning looks, wearing that perfect outfit, taking that photo shoot, before later she would attend the Alone Together premiere during the Tribeca Festival on June in 2022. So which snap did you like the most? Time for Liv Morgan to enjoy that tasty and amazing sandwich, as she thanks G4 TV for feeding her back in June 16, 2022. It was June 17, 2022, as Liv Morgan celebrated 20 years of hustle, loyalty and respect, wearing these amazing Cena stuff and getting that Cena photo session. And on Monday Night Raw, she would join John Cena backstage in a great snap. We go to one of Liv Morgan's most amazing snaps she got in the year of 2022, exactly on June 29, as she was having some good amazing time in Canada outdoors. So as we see her different poses in these snaps with her amazing smile and laugh, it's really difficult to find someone else who has the same amount of beauty or charisma. Liv Morgan was so emotional after winning the SmackDown Women's Championship in 2022. She's hugging the title wherever she goes and whatever she's doing, even while sleeping. And August 1st, 2022, it was time for some sneakers shopping for Liv Morgan, who looks amazing in that yellow outfit. What do you think about these new sneakers? Looking good on her, no doubt. And on the 3rd of August, Liv Morgan was so happy to see her photo on that WWE truck. Nikki Cross would greet her and then leave the scene quickly. Honestly, the SmackDown Women's Championship looks so good with Liv Morgan on August 2022. Liv Morgan had a very good friendship with former WWE Superstar Aaliyah. As we arrive to September 10, Liv Morgan feels so good to be the champion. And here she looks stylish, wearing that nice hat, taking a selfie from her home before she goes out. Can she look more beautiful than that amazing appearance for the champ backstage on September 25, 2022? Morgan in formal looks dazzling while holding her SmackDown Women's Championship. As we enter the Halloween season of 2022, Liv Morgan and her bestie Lana attended the premiere of Halloween Ends in 2022, and then Morgan would take a solo snap. Here Liv Morgan was attending UFC 281 with her friend Lana back in November 2022, and on the same month of 2022, our charming Liv Morgan paid a very special visit at Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, having one of the best experiences of her life, and she explored everything. If you're a big fan of horror like Liv Morgan, that's one of the places you have to visit. We go to SmackDown on January 7th of 2023 as Liv Morgan took that amazing snap backstage. And for sure that's gotta be one of Liv Morgan's most iconic appearances outside of WWE, as she was attending the Scream movie premiere on March in 2023. And here Morgan was doing a quick beauty check before attending the Hall of Fame of 2023. And that was a great photo for Liv Morgan and her friend Sonya Deville backstage at the Hall of Fame. Before later, she would make it to the Hall of Fame red carpet and get her special Hall of Fame photo session of 2023. Morgan knows how to get the attention wherever she goes. And here it has been just 8 days since Liv Morgan and her tag team partner Raquel Rodriguez captured the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship on April in 2023. And you just cannot ignore these absolutely mind-blowing couple of snapshots, which were taken sometime in April of 2023. Morgan's beauty in this photo shoot is simply irresistible. Liv Morgan would grace us with another great selfie on June in 2023. She went to England during June 2023 and took her aura and magic with her as she shared with us these two amazing snaps in a completely different outfits. Do you think Liv Morgan would have been a good Barbie? Anyway, that was Liv Morgan attending the Barbie movie premiere in July of 2023. Absolutely incredible. And of course, she would not leave without taking a snap on the pink carpet. And here is a sneak peek at the behind the scenes of the special 2023 SummerSlam photo session that Morgan took. And let's jump to see the results, which couldn't look any better or perfect. And that one with her tag team partner Raquel Rodriguez looks incredible. The girls were ready for the biggest party of the summer. One of the most memorable Halloween photo sessions for Liv Morgan in the Halloween of 2023. On November of 2023, the gorgeous Liv Morgan spent an amazing vacation celebrating her birthday as she was joined by her best friend CJ Perry. And in December 2023, Liv Morgan would do some home duties, cleaning the backyard before attending the Iron Claw premiere. And now she has arrived at the great event as she poses with Baron Corbin and John Cena, and then she would take another snap with AEW superstar MJF. And we start 2024 as Liv Morgan was in Australia for Elimination Chamber. Back from Australia as our beloved Liv Morgan took that selfie on March 12th, and on the same month on Raw, Morgan would post that snap saying that she solemnly swears that she's up to no good. And Morgan took that selfie before the 2024 WWE Hall of Fame. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan's look for the WWE Hall of Fame of 2024. Following WrestleMania and the Hall of Fame of 2024, Liv Morgan would attend one of the best parties she had in recent times with her two best friends, Lana and JoJo, at the special House of the Dragon Season 2 party. The trio looked in their absolute best with their stunning outfits, and during that party, Morgan would take one of her most memorable snaps showing off her magic. And later, the party would go on as Morgan took that incredible stunning selfie. Before joining her friends for that other selfie, who do you think wore the best outfit in that party? And then, on April 12th of 2024, Morgan, Lana, and JoJo would attend the Coachella Music Festival, which took place in California. April was a special month for Morgan and her best friends, a month to remember for the remaining of the year. And you cannot forget that moment on Raw backstage following WrestleMania 40 when Morgan lost the Battle Royal and the chance to become the Women's World Champion. But now she's not so angry as she's taken a ride around the farm sometime in May of 2024, few days before King and Queen of the Ring. The Liv Morgan Revenge Tour would start just few days from that snap on Monday Night Raw. And finally, the moment Liv Morgan was waiting for has arrived as she won the Women's World Championship and was so emotional backstage. And that was her photo next to Triple H after winning the championship. Liv Morgan looks great with the gold as she's ready to attend the Bad Boys movie premiere in May. Now our new Women's World Champion Liv Morgan has arrived in style in a stunning fashion, attracting the spotlights and the cameras. And here Liv Morgan can't hide her love to Dominic as she kisses this truck back in June. As we are still in June 2024, Liv Morgan celebrated her 30th birthday in the best possible way with her besties CJ Perry, Lana, and JoJo. And these were some of the best bits and snaps from that special trip she had. 2024 was the best year in Liv Morgan's life and career as she truly made her way to the main event picture and never looked back. The Women's World Champion Liv Morgan would take her Revenge Tour to Fenway Park back in June 2024. Moving to July of the same year, many WWE Superstars including Kathy Kelly, Bayley, Liv Morgan, and more attended the premiere of Receiver, and they were joined by famous football player George Kittle. And here the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan kisses her world title. She's not just a star, she's a megastar. And never forget about that famous wet hair photo shoot from Monday Night Raw of the same month. And that selfie on August 15, 2024 gotta be one of the best selfies. Do you agree? Whenever Liv Morgan gets time off away from the ring, she wanna have fun and enjoy every second. This time, on August 18, 2024, Morgan had an amazing vacation in New York City, and she named it Lost in the City. And after that vacation, Liv Morgan would go back to fulfill her duties as the Women's World Champion as she looks at her absolute best before attending the Crow movie premiere in August of the same year. And here she has arrived at the premiere as she poses for the cameras to get some amazing snaps. After that, she was backstage on SmackDown and made an appearance after the show went off the air. Heading to Crown Jewel 2024, Morgan would grace us with another brilliant selfie. And here she gives us a sneak peek of herself getting her glam before making a public appearance. 2024 was indeed the year of Liv Morgan as she went on to Crown Jewel to become the first ever Crown Jewel Women's Champion as she celebrates with the Judgment Day before taking a solo snap backstage, followed by the trademark Triple H snap, joined by the Men's Crown Jewel Champion Cody Rhodes. We move to November 9, 2024 as Liv Morgan is back from Saudi Arabia. Since winning the Crown Jewel Championship in Saudi Arabia, the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan has been taking the gold and the ring with her everywhere as she was so excited about it. And on November 22, 2024 in Salt Lake City on Friday Night SmackDown backstage, Liv Morgan made a very special appearance as she looked so good. 4 days days later, Liv Morgan and her tag team partner Raquel Rodriguez would be on Monday Night Raw. And we end 2024 with that perfect selfie in Pittsburgh. We start 2025 with a bang as Morgan took that jaw-dropping snap backstage on Raw. And on January 25, Liv Morgan took that selfie before going to SmackDown. And that was taken on February 11, 2025 when Liv Morgan hurt her face during Monday Night Raw. 10 days later, she would be in her hotel room in New Orleans, Louisiana on February 21, 2025 for Friday Night SmackDown. As we head to March with the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, we get these two beautiful snaps backstage with the ladies holding the gold. That Indian trip was one of the best trips Morgan ever had during the Wrestlemania season. And that was Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Dominic posing on the red carpet at the Hall of Fame ceremony this year as Morgan stole the spotlight with her bold and amazing look. She stunned the WWE Universe. And we end that amazing journey with that behind the scenes snap at WrestleMania.